Chapter 7 of the Second Geneva Convention. Distinctive Emblem. Article 41. Under the direction of the competent military authority, the emblem of the Red Cross on white ground shall be displayed on the flag's armlets and on equipment employed in the medical service. Nevertheless, in the case of countries which already use as emblem in place of the Red Cross the red crescent or the red lion and sun on white ground, these emblems are also recognized by the terms of the present convention. Article 42. Personnel designated in Article 36 and 37 shall wear affixed to the left arm a water-resistant armlet bearing the distinctive emblem issued and stamped by the military authority. Such personnel, in addition to wearing the identity disc mentioned in Article 19, shall also carry a special identity card bearing the distinctive emblem. This card shall be water resistant and of such size it can be carried in the pocket. It shall be worded in the national language, shall mention at least the surname and first names and date of birth and the rank and service number of the bearer, and shall state in what capacity he is entitled to the protection of the present convention. The card shall bear the photograph of the owner and also either his signature or his fingerprints or both. It shall be embossed with the stamp of the military authority. The identity card shall be uniform throughout the same armed forces as far as possible of similar type in the armed forces of the high contracting parties. The parties to the conflict may be guided through the model which is annexed by way of example of the present convention. They shall inform each other at the outbreak of hostilities of the model they are using. Identity cards should be made out of, if possible, at least in duplicate, one copy being kept by the home country. In no circumstances may the said personnel be deprived of their insignia or identity cards, nor of the right to wear the armlet. In cases of loss, they shall be entitled to receive duplicates of the cards and to have this insignia replaced. Article 43. The ships designated in Articles 22, 24, 25, and 27 shall be distinctively marked as follows. All exterior surfaces should be white. One or more dark red crosses as large as possible shall be painted and displayed on each side of the hull and on the horizontal surfaces so placed as to afford the greatest possibilities for the greatest possible visibility from the sea and from the air. All hospital ships shall make themselves known by hoisting their national flag, and further, if they belong to a neutral state, the flag of the party to the conflict whose direction they have accepted. A white flag with a red cross shall be flown at the mainmast as high as possible. Lifeboats of hospital ships, coastal lifeboats, and small craft used by the medical services shall be painted white with dark red crosses prominently displayed, and shall in general comply with the identification system prescribed above for hospital ships. The above mentioned ships and craft which may wish to ensure by night and in times of reduced visibility the protection to which they are entitled must subject the assent of the party to hold on here. Okay. The above mentioned ships and craft which may wish to ensure by night and in times of reduced visibility the protection to which they are entitled must, subject to the assent of the party to the conflict under whose powers they are, take necessary measures to render their painting and distinctive emblems sufficiently apparent. Hospital ships, which, in accordance with Article 31, are provisionally detained by the enemy, must haul down the flag of the party to the conflict in whose service they are or whose direction they have accepted. Coastal lifeboats, if they continue to operate with the consent of the occupying power from the base which is occupied, may be allowed, when away from their base, to continue to fly their own national colors along with the flag carrying the Red Cross on a white ground, subject to the prior notification to all parties to the conflict concerned. All of the provisions in this article relating to the Red Cross shall apply equally to the other emblems mentioned in Article 41. Parties to the conflict shall at all times endeavor to conclude mutual agreements in order to use the most modern methods available to facilitate the identification of hospital ships. Article 44. Distinguished signs referred to in Article 43 can only be used, whether in time of peace or war, for indicating or protecting the ships therein mentioned, except as may be provided in any other international convention or by agreement between all parties to the conflict concerned. Article 45. The high contracting party shall, if their legislation is not already adequate, take the measures necessary for all prevention and repression at all times of any abuse of the distinctive signs provided for under Article 43. May Artemis watch over you all.